Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
To hear Robert F. Kennedy Jr. tell it, an odd collection of co-conspirators, politicians, big business, the media, is hiding important stuff from the American people. I'm not a politician. I don't hang out in corporate boardrooms, but I am in the media. And if Jim Jordan, Jeff Bezos, and I are all in cahoots, I didn't get the memo. For folks who don't understand why media pundits find politics so fascinating, especially when those who enter the political fray may be tilting at windmills, I offer new evidence. First, Mr. Kennedy, the son of one American icon and the nephew of another, announced he will run for president, not as a Democrat, but an independent. In other words, neither major party wants him. Even 4 of his siblings are not on board. Quote, Bobby might share the same name as our father, but he does not share the same values, vision, or judgment, end of quote, wrote Rory Kennedy, Kerry Kennedy, Joseph Kennedy II, and Kathleen Kennedy Townsend. Today's announcement, they said, is deeply saddening for us. Oh, the dismay in Hyannis. A spokesman for Donald Trump called RFK Jr.'s quest a vanity project for a liberal Kennedy. A credible criticism, given that Mr. Trump knows something about vanity. Second, former Major League Baseball player Steve Garvey announced he will run for the U.S. Senate seat vacated by the death of Dianne Feinstein. Officially a Republican, but with no political experience or background, Mr. Garvey will run as, what, a first baseman? Mr. Garvey, who was part of a star-studded Los Angeles Dodgers infield in the 1970s and also played for the San Diego Padres in the 1980s, hopes that star power and name recognition will help him prevail in California. He'll need it in a state where Joe Biden defeated Donald Trump by almost 30 points in 2020. I wonder if all those liberal Californians would have voted him to baseball's all-star team had they known he leaned a bit to the right. It would be foolish to dismiss his chances out of hand. California's nonpartisan primary system gives a newcomer with wide popularity a fighting chance. All candidates in the primary are listed on the same ballot, regardless of party. The candidates who finish first and second move on to the general election. Mr. Garvey could certainly be one of those two. He carefully cultivated a wholesome image as a player, and may be the only candidate whose teeth glisten when the sun's just right. Still, it's been nearly 4 decades since a Republican won a Senate race in California, and nearly as long since Steve Garvey donned Dodger blue. He might want to draft a backup plan. The same could be said for Mr. Kennedy, although some of his comments suggest he is embracing a theme that worked well for Mr. Trump. American voters have been forgotten and belittled, he said, quote, by a smug elite that has rigged the game in its favor. Getting us to hate each other is all part of the scam, he said. It's a message that could resonate with many voters. Will his name do the same? One other thing, he would be 70 years old on Election Day 2024. Ah, there it is. He's the youthful alternative.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at WGTE.org/life.